The reason why you see a lot of women talking about experiencing spiritual psychosis when starting their journeys and then suddenly taking this turn of giving up divination, burning tarot cards, getting rid of crystals, and running back to the church to find God again is because when you tap into true spirituality, it is not just tarot cards, crystals, and bubble baths. And the girls who are claiming that they're experiencing spiritual psychosis actually aren't. What's happening is that they are unlearning things that the church taught them. They are unlearning the Bible. They're seeing, probably for the first time in many generations, how religion and the family dynamics that they've had have been toxic. Now they are forced to either address that toxicity, be the black sheep, and stand up for themselves against these dynamics, or conform, just like they've been taught to do their entire life. To be honest, that's not no shit for the weak. Because again, if you've always grown up with these tight family values that have centered the church, and now you're trying to find yourself as an adult and you're really starting to see everybody around me is going through some fucked up shit. Everybody around me is mentally ill. The things that my grandmother told me or the traditions that I thought I held near and dear are no longer actually real. It will make you feel like, oh shit, I'm having spiritual psychosis. No, you're unpacking a lifetime worth of trauma. And some people just are not equipped to deal with that shit. So instead of going to therapy, which again, Christianity demonizes, and instead of practicing yoga or mindfulness, again, other practices that Christianity demonizes, you're going to be processing a lot of shit. And again, the people in your family who are Christian, who are die hard, are going to look at you like you're a demon because, again, that's all that they've been taught, to demonize self-discovery, self-reflection, all of the things that spirituality truly teaches. Christianity does not leave room for self-reflection, or self-thinking, or self-thought. You will just blindly follow whatever the pastor says and whatever your mother and your father say. Because again, honor thy mother and thy father. Otherwise, you're being disrespectful, right? Exactly. So when you come out of that and you're detaching yourself from that, you're going to need to stand 10 toes on that shit. You're not experiencing spiritual psychosis, babe. You are literally breaking generational cycles of trauma. And because you have been conditioned that going to therapy and all the other practices that we typically use as spiritualists to help ourselves process that trauma, because all of those things have been demonized, all those resources have been demonized to you your entire life, you're not going to seek those things out. So you're having a tower moment with literally no fucking help. And life is kicking your ass, as it should. But that is true spirituality, facing what the fuck you got going on. Y'all love talking about demons, facing your demons. But when you're weak and you've been taught to be weak and you've been taught to seek validation from the God in the sky who's a white man, or if you that level of delusional where you think that God is Jesus was black and you doing all of that kind of shit to yourself too, you're going to have to untangle all of those cords. And again, if you're the first person in your generation or in your bloodline, I mean, who's ever had the balls to do something like this, there's no one else on your side. So very naturally, as you'll see, and just like we continue to see, people think that shit is going to be puppies and rainbows and face masks and crystals. And then they wind up getting their shit handed to them for them to smell and deal with for the first time, can't fucking do it, and run straight back to the church. Oh, I was on some demonic shit. No, babes, you really got a taste of what the world is really like, and your bitch ass couldn't handle it. So you ran back to what was safe, even though you know that that shit's not real.